Good day, everybody. My name is Miss Maboy. I welcome you to today's Grade 12 Business Studies lessons. However, today we'll be focusing on the application questions of the topic Human Resources, and we'll be specifically focusing on salary determination methods and the fringe benefits. Right, let's start. Question 1 says, name 4 examples of employees' fringe benefits. Now you need to remember what are fringe benefits. So this is like a compensation over and above your normal salary. So this one it's not compulsory. So it's hence we call it a fringe benefit. So it's an added extra, but it is tax exempted. No, it's not tax. So we've got different examples, different examples of these. Right, so the question says, name 4 examples of employees' fringe benefits. Yes, we're going to start. The first one is medical aid or health insurance fund. You can see this one is a fringe benefits. Most of the time the learners will think medical aid is a compulsory benefit. It is not compulsory. It is a fringe benefit. It's not every business that offers medical aid fund or medical aid as a benefit. So hence we call it a fringe benefit. It's not compulsory. It's not enforceable by law. So when you say something is compulsory, we say it is enforceable. It is enforceable. So with this one, not enforceable. We've got pension fund. We've got provident fund, which is a fringe benefit. It's not all the businesses that have provident funds. We've got funeral benefits. We've got car or travel or housing, cell phone and clothing allowance. I must emphasize this, it's one thing. It's one thing. They all fall under the allowances. We've got car allowance. You can write car allowance, you'll still get your mark. Travel allowance, housing allowance, cell phone allowance, and clothing allowance. Right, and then you've got staff discounts. Right, staff discounts, free or low cost meal or canteen facilities, maybe staff discount, you're working for this particular store. So when you are buying and then you get a discount by virtue of being a staff member, or you're getting maybe low cost meal or canteen facilities, meaning they're offering maybe a coffee during break or tea time and maybe bread, maybe 2 slices of bread or something. So having those canteen facilities, maybe it's a fringe benefit or examples of fringe benefits. All right, we're going to move to the second question. Second question says, read the scenario below and answer questions that follow. You've got Sol Constructions, SC. Sandy and Mike are employees of Sol Construction. Sandy is remunerated according to the number of hours spent at work, whereas Mike's employment contract has recently been terminated due to regular absence from work. All right, let's read the questions. The first question says, identify the salary determination method applicable to Sandy. Now let's look at Sandy from the scenario there. Right. Motivate your answer by quoting. So you will identify and then quote from the scenario as part of motivation. You are motivating what you've identified here. So when they say quote, just know straight, word for word, as is from the scenario. Right. The second question, explain UIF as the benefit that is required by the law. Unlike fringe benefit, this one is required by law. What? UIF, it's a compulsory benefit. All right, now let's get to our solutions. Identify the salary determination method that is applicable to Sandy. Let's go through it. Sandy and Mike are employees of Sol Construction. Sandy is remunerated according to the number of hours spent at work. That is your keyword there. So what do you think is the correct answer? Bear in mind that we've got 2 salary determination methods. All right, let's see. All right, time-related method. How do we know that? It says Sandy is remunerated according to the number of the hours spent at Work word for word as is from the scenario. Time-related salary determination method. So remember I said we've got two. So this one is time-related. The other one is piecemeal, whereby you are being paid according to the number of items or units produced. But the right answer here is time-related. All right, the second question says, explain UIF as the benefit required by law. You have to explain UIF. What is UIF? All right, UIF, it says here the employer and the worker or the employee, they each contribute 1%. So if each contribute 1%, meaning there's 1% for the employer and there's also 1% for who? For the employer and the employee, basically each 1% employer, 1% worker. Right. The employers must pay unemployment insurance contributions of 2% of the value of each worker's salary per month. So where does this 2% come from? It comes from the 1% of the employer and the 1% of the employee that makes up the 2%. So in total, 2% will go towards the contribution. The fund also assists the dependents of a contributing worker who has died. Somebody might ask, like, what happens to the money should you die? So should you die, and then that money is going to assist the dependents. Who are the dependents? It can be your kids, maybe, if you've got kids, or your family members, maybe. All right. The fund offers short-term financial assistance to workers when they become unemployed. Keyword, short-term financial assistance. It's not a permanent or long-term, it's short-term if you've become unemployed. All right, so we're going to take a quick break now, and then when we come back, we're going to continue with our questions on the topic salary determination methods and the fringe benefits. I'll see you just now.